to reach complex mRNA and then complex translation with the pre-POMC, so the peptide and different sites, lysine, arginine, for cleavage of the peptide. So this is quite fascinating, and I'm still wondering how the cell is capable of cleaving correctly the system. But anyway, it seems working. So where do we see POMC? We see, for instance, the synthesis of POMC in the arcuate nucleus of the hypothalamus. Maybe you had some lecture or courses about hypothalamus and feeding behavior, and there is an issue there in the arcuate nucleus because leptin has a lot of receptors in the arcuate nucleus, and leptin stimulates anorexigenic systems, including this one. Next slide, I speak about the cleavage of the signal peptide to give the propeptide. So the peptide signal is, the purpose of this signal is to put the propeptide in vesicles for distinct addressing. For instance, in the dendrites and also in the synaptic cleft, so at terminals, axon terminals. So it enters the Golgi using the peptide signal, and then it is cleaved. In the Golgi apparatus, then the peptide is subjected to some maturation, and especially glycosylation, and this is also the formation of secreting vesicles. But I think you all know this pathway. Then I'm speaking about the various maturation point 4 inside the vesicles. Of course, you have the propeptide, which is inside a vesicle. So the maturation occurs inside the vesicle, which means that the enzymes involved in the different maturation are present in those vesicles as well. And what kind of enzyme do we have? We have endopeptidase, which are called also convertase. They are there and cleave the propeptide to give smaller peptide. You have also specific enzyme for the maturation, for instance, N-acetylation. It has been described for MSH, endorphin. You can also have sulfated tyrosine. It has been described for cholecystokinin or gastrin, and you can have also some amidation. So it means that the peptide is subjected to various maturation. What is the purpose of this maturation? At least when the peptide is cleaved, the propeptide is cleaved, this is to produce an active peptide that will stimulate receptors. But for the other maturation, it could speculatively, it could modify the affinity for the receptors, but it could also be less easily degraded by peptidase when released. I think this is the case for some N-acetylation, for MSH and endorphin, so that they live longer in the synaptic cleft. Could be something like that. And the fifth point, I think this is important because if I put from the beginning, maybe you did not understand this stupid way of doing my slides, from the green to the red, it's like a fruit. In the beginning, the fruit is not good, it is green, and then with maturation, it is good to eat, red. But maybe, so at the end, those vesicles with maturation from the Golgi are the vesicles that are seen with electronic microscope and described as the large core dense vesicles. Those vesicles that are around 60 to 100 nanometers diameter. They are large core dense vesicles. So maybe they are released, and then the peptide and the content of the vesicles is released, and normally the peptides are destroyed. This is the 7th point of the neurotransmitter, are destroyed in the synaptic cleft. But if destroyed, maybe it could produce a peptide which is active. So it has been described for angiotensin 1 for toward angiotensin 3, and it has been described for dynorphin. Dynorphin can be released, then degraded in the synaptic cleft, but one product of the degradation is le enképhaline, which can act also on some opioidergic receptors. So you see, this is not easy. This is not easy, but at least once you will have understood the complexity of this, it is nice because the peptide is already inside the vesicles, so proper for exocytotic release. But for classical neurotransmitter, they are not in vesicles. They are not in vesicles. So, for neuropeptides, the storage is already there because they are mature, they are produced inside the vesicle. But if we agree with the concept of exocytosis and migration of a vesicle on the plasmic membrane, then we have an issue here. So how it works? It works with specific transporters to concentrate the neurotransmitter inside vesicles. And those vesicles are the small vesicles that we can see under the microscope. Small synaptic vesicles, SSV. So it needs first a gradient of pH, and the gradient of pH is due to an atypical